Also, I would start to be dreaming about people in my life, and then they would come up to me and talk to me and say things, and I would actually have this happen to me in my life like days afterwards. So during this awakening, I was getting a lot of premonition dreams. It's like absolutely insane, and I knew something crazy was going on. I mean, in this video, he talked about seeing numbers like 1111, 2222, 3333, 4444, 5555. And I was actually seeing these numbers regularly, like all the time. And like, I'd gone from not seeing these numbers to seeing these numbers. I mean, those numbers were kind of linked to a certain things that would happen to you in your life. And I was getting all the symptoms from these numbers, like all the things that was happening to me. Even to the point I remember him saying, oh, 5555 is your ascended master. Now this all never resonated with me, and I was always a little bit like, oh no, what's all this sort of about? And then all of a sudden I start getting things with like things in my pictures which were either camera glints or orbs or something. But the funny thing was, in one of the pictures which I took outside my window, there was like a bird sat on the roof before this, a day before, and I could literally see a pink halo around its head. And then the next morning I see 5555, and my missus actually messages me and tells me to go outside. She said it's sunny, and I was up, so I did go to the window and I look outside. It's really sun. I'm like bathing in the sun, chilling. And then I decide to take a photo, and as I take a photo, exactly where the bird was a golden orb, and I have like a golden spot, and it had like a sunlight thing around it. Now, I actually took a picture of this and posted it on Facebook, so if anyone wants to have a look at that, you're quite welcome. So because I didn't have much else to do, I would literally go out in nature and just sit there and be. And all I could feel was this beautiful sun, and the sun was shining so much. And like, I'd start getting this connection, this feeling to everything. Everything would be so beautiful. I'd feel like at one with everything. Same with the wind, same with the earth, same with everything. There was like this real sense of wholeness and like oneness within everything that I was getting at the time. So once these like light turned up in the corner and I've started to research into it, I was thinking, oh, is it connected to the suns? And what I found out was that there was like this sun god called Ra, and he was supposed to be like a god that was like a bird-like creature. Well, immediately red flags came up when I thought this was Ra. So like immediately I started researching and asking friends, someone that I knew that would be able to help me with this. And yeah, I didn't really want this sort of like being or entity or anything like trying to connect through me or anything like that. If something wanted to help me anyway, that'd be fine. But yeah, so I kind of like decided that I didn't want that to happen. So I looked into another system that was like going to help me, and it's got other things in it. So I started looking into that. That was actually called colonic science. And I have a friend that is into it, and that system's actually helped me out quite a lot. I would say, if I'm 100% honest, that I'm not actually part of any system, and I'm just me, and I believe in myself so much that I'm God, that I'm awareness, pure source, that I don't really need a system, and that like all systems at the moment are just going to intertwine. If it's good, it's going to intertwine into one system. Yeah, so at this time of my awakening, I was feeling like so all over the place. I mean, I was still managing to do videos and stuff. My energy was very good. But I'd say now I've like really, really settled into myself. I have like a really good natural sense of peace that's just there all the time. I have like an unbreakable faith in myself, and I know that I'm just going places and things are happening for me, and that God himself has touched me, and everything that didn't serve me just seemed to be stripped naturally from me and like just fell away. Like everything, like all my habits, even the things that I was doing in life, nothing would kind of go right for me, like any sort of ambition I had or any ideas that I had of what I should be doing in life was just falling apart very, very rapidly. And I was having this really, really strong push towards helping people, really strong push towards getting a message out and being like a light and a loving spark for humanity. Yeah, it feels like the only thing left that's worth me doing is helping others and being there for people and showing people and just basically being the God that I am, the being that I am, the living example that I am. So before this actually happened to me, I was fasting quite a lot. You know, I was smoking a lot of weed as well and drinking a lot of coffee, but I was really fasting an awful lot. And I think this helped and it sort of induced a lot of it to come through for me. It was a natural thing. I just didn't really feel the pull towards food that much anymore. So after I'd had this awakening, all of a sudden I feel like a pull towards eating more and gaining more muscle and just being more healthy. So everything in this video is from personal experience and for entertainment purposes only.